What's up, everyone? So we are in pretty much full swing. I've got pods setting on, I'd say, a good 50% of the plants. Despite the fact that we have been getting torrential downpour. I mean, like every day. I mean, you can see there's standing water. It's been hammering us. We've been getting hit pretty hard. But the pepper plants are doing great despite this nuts weather. I can't say the same for the tomatoes. This is like death row. Quite literally, there's like one tomato plant that's healthy. Everything else is like dying. So I don't even know. Whatever, man. Like pepper plants are doing great. I guess the tomatoes aren't gonna make it. I can go to the grocery store and buy aromas. I don't need to worry about growing tomatoes, I guess. So I'm gonna quickly jump through a bunch of these guys, show you where I'm at, and then I'll do a quick of up front. So I'm getting pod set. The Nagamorich and the Assam Buchalokias were the first for me, and the Assams are just, pardon the high angles, I just got stomach surgery, so not much bending down for me. These are the Assams, 1, 2, and 3, and they're all setting a ton of pods. Like there's probably half a dozen pods on each of these plants, so they're doing really good. The 7 pots are starting to set pods as well. There's one right there. There's one on each of these. There's a little bit bigger one right there. So those are looking good. The yellow boots are looking good as well. They're starting to set pods, little baby ones. You can see on the top, like right over here, there's one right there. It's really crazy like this. I mean, it's like, look how much rain we've got. Like, it's like mud almost down here. It's pretty terrible, but these pepper plants are just keeping on. I got no idea. So, not too worried about the continued rain. I mean, I'd love to get some sunny weeks. Hopefully we get some in July, but anyways, these are the Nagamoriches. Those have continued to been pretty good for a small plant, and my last year's plant was just as small. Smaller than the others, and it still produced a ton of pods. This is my Bonda. There's like 1 or 2 pods hanging off of this thing right here. This one's a little bit more yellow. I haven't really got a chance to feed them yet because of the weather. I didn't want to, hit them with a foliar feed when they've been getting hammered by rain every day, sometimes twice or 3 times a day. What else has got some stuff? The yellow 7s. They're really tiny, hard to get in there. I can't really bend down to get into that one there, but there's 1 or 2 little ones. Oh, there's one right here. There's one right there. My Douglas, they're starting to set. These things are really compact. Last year I got a Douglas plant from cross country, and it was like much more compact than the others. Really tight canopy. But these look like they're the same. Really wicked pods though. There's one under there. So they're starting to set pretty well. Happy with those. Another Nagamorich, small plant, a couple pods hanging off that bad boy. These are the Fatalis. This one is a beautiful plant. No flowers yet, but I think when it sets, it's going to set really good. There's a couple Fatalis hanging off of this one. One right there. A couple hanging onto that. I'll go from this angle, from this row, a little bit easier to see. This is my Ahi Colorado. There's a bunch of pods hanging off that. I'm going to wait for those to turn before I start pulling them. These are the giant Marconi hybrids. There's like probably about a half dozen on each of these things hanging off. Really good looking peppers, really big ones. So hopefully those continue to go nicely like that, and then I'll pull those off. This is the lemon drop. There's a bunch of them hanging on that. I got to tie that thing up once the weather's a little bit better and I can bend down and get a little bit more mobile. These are the Congo yellows. Nothing off those things yet, but there's some flowers. These cobras are kind of small, almost like goat's weed looking plants. So hopefully they start to pop out some peppers. They're hanging down. Peppers, or the flowers look down. So the goat's weed usually was, for me at least, it was growing vertically. Cilantro, dead eggplant. Almost dead eggplant. These are 2 jalapenos, really good. A bunch of peppers hanging off the bottom of that one. Wait for those to turn red. Much better when they're red, anyways. West Indian Red's got 1 or 2 small babies hanging on there. There's one right there. And then, like I said, the tomato row. Like that's the black pear is the only one that's not dead or about to die. I trimmed these way back, but I don't even know. They just like wilted, super wilted, and they just like gave up on life itself. This one's kicking along, doing great, happy, putting out tomatoes. I don't even know, whatever. This one's doing okay. I think it's like a sun gold or something like that. And this was the black pearl, or yeah, black pearl tomato. And there's a bunch of tomatoes, but it's still looking pretty crappy. So, all right, let me. Oh, one more thing before I head up front. This is a Safi Red that I put in one of those 1 gallon grow bags, and this thing's doing great. Actually got a pepper hanging off of it. The side, it's pretty well past its time to be potted up, but I haven't. I'm gonna pot a bunch of the other ones up eventually, and I'll probably do this when I do those. So I'm still kicking in that 1 gallon grow bag. It's doing great. So, and it's in a great mix. So obviously it's draining well, green, happy. So, all right, give me a second. I'll be up front. All right, so these are the starts, and they're doing actually awesome for being stuck underneath the awning all day, every day, because we're getting hammered with rain. I don't want to sit these guys out and just get hammered, but they're getting watered. Usually the porch can block from the rain, but they're getting watered from because there's such heavy winds. The rain's getting taken in, so these guys are getting pretty much rainwater 100%. I've only watered them like once, but they're already starting to like put out so much growth that I'm gonna have to move them at some point. These back ones are the Savannas, they're really good. The Chickawangas are good. The Butch T Mississippis, I got some Satans over in the back corner. These are the Reapers, I got 4 of those. Those look really good. This one's a Brain. What else do I got? Billy Boys, I got like the Billy Boy Douglas, Douglas Red, Billy Boy Douglas Yellow, Billy Boy Jonah. I got a Douglas cross with a Trinidad Scorpion. Strain 1, that's one of the Silver Surfers. I got Trinidad Viper crossed with the Bujalokia Purple. Not really putting off any purple growth yet, so it's disheartening just a little bit. So hopefully once it gets a little bit bigger, it'll start to purple up a bit. Over here I got some Brain strains with tails. That one is a Infinity, I believe, or Billy Boy Jonah. And then down here, I think that's the Bubblegum. My only one, and it pulled through, and I'm just kind of like seeing how far that one will go. So, I think that's about it. So, appreciate you guys taking the time out. Thanks for watching. Questions or comments, leave them. Thanks.